Assalamu alaikum. Hey guys. So Dawada, welcome to another episode of Untitled Chapter. Inshallah, today we will be making Muufo and Maraq. So first we will be starting with preparing our Muufo dough. So here I have 1 cup of cornmeal. I wish I did not throw away the package. I so regret that right now, because I really wanted to show it to you guys, but once I opened it, I put it in a container and I threw it away. But basically here I'm using yellow cornmeal. You can find that at any grocery store. So here we have, like I said, I put 1 cup of cornmeal and 4 cups of lukewarm water. So we're going to have that sit for about 10 minutes. Just kind of soften and kind of open up the cornmeal a little bit. So here's 10 minutes later. We're just going to mix that together because it basically everything kind of sat at the bottom. But from there we're going to add the rest of our ingredients. Here we have 2 tablespoons of sugar, a little bit of salt. So here we're not adding too much salt, just kind of eyeball it, just a little bit, and a little bit of some yeast as well. So here I'm adding 1 tablespoon of yeast, active yeast. So we are going to stir that together a little bit before we start adding our flour. So here guys, we're going to add the flour inshallah a little bit of a time. So we're not going to dump everything in all at once because we really don't know how much we really need. The texture you'll see at the end, what we're looking for is something that's, you know, nice and very sticky, very stretchy. I don't even know how to really explain it, but you will see how it looks near the end there. So here I added about 2 cups. I'm just stirring. I'm using the fork to kind of help me out in the beginning. So we're just going to continue adding the flour a little bit of a time, like I said, till we get the texture we're looking for. So we're going to continue adding that. I love making muufo or Somali bread, whatever you want to call it. This is like our thing. It is just so good. You can eat it with basically any side dish. But inshallah, here today we will be making a stew, chicken and suqar stew. I don't know if anybody has ever tried that combination, but it is really good. So we're going to continue adding our flour. So at this point I'm going to be using my hands because it's a lot easier. I can't work with the fork anymore. So definitely can use your hands. So we're going to continue mixing, adding the flour a little bit at a time till we get our the texture we're looking for. So it's definitely some handwork. I definitely, I promise you that. So again, continue adding the flour till we reach our texture. So here you can see that it is thickening a little bit. And there we go. This is what we're looking for. This is what I meant by, you know, it's very stretchy, yet it's very sticky. We're not looking for like a dough, like a dough like for a bread dough or anything like that. So we're going to cover it and put it aside and let it rise. So while that's rising, we're going to make our stew. Unfortunately, there is a missing footage here, you guys. I have no idea what happened. I think I deleted it by accident. But once my oil warms up, I actually do add the suqar in there. But here you're just going to see that the suqar is basically almost cooked. But once you add your suqar, all the water has basically evaporated and it kind of has dried up there. We're going to add our chicken. So just have a couple of pieces of chicken in there, and we're just going to mix that together So I did not add any spices or water or anything in the suhar yet. So here we're adding these are spices I'm using. So it's basically turmeric, hawash, coriander, and cumin, and 1 cube of Maggi. So it's basically I'm using about one teaspoon, half a teaspoon. Sorry, my apologies. Half a teaspoon of all those spices and 1 cube of Maggi. So we want to mix all those spices in there. We want to get, get all those spices in there to make sure that it's mixed well and you get all those flavors. This is definitely a very, very flavorful sauce, you guys. So inshallah. So basically I cover it, let it cook for about 5 minutes or so. So here I'm going to add my vegetables, which I'm just basically using potato and carrots into chunky pieces. I'm going to stir everything together, get all those spices incorporated into the veggies as well. And then once I have that, I'm going to add my my blend of sauce. So this is basically diced tomatoes, half a onion, a couple of cloves of garlic, and some parsley that I blended in a blender. So it's not too much. It was just a little bit of all those things. And we're just going to mix all that together, and we're going to cover it and let it cook for about 6 to 7 minutes, less than 10 minutes for sure. So now I haven't added any water or anything yet. So here is our zucchini. I love zucchini. Try to get all your vegetables, you guys, inshallah, as much as you can. You need all those vitamins and minerals. And this is about 1 cup of water. So we're just going to mix all of that together, and we'll let it just cook on its own on medium. So we're just going to cover it and let it cook on medium for about 15 to 20 minutes. We will know that our stew is actually ready. So this is about 15 or 20 minutes later. I think it's 20 minutes later, and it's on medium. Like I said, do not put it on high. You're going to burn your sauce here. So our vegetables are still nice and firm. They're not mushy. I hate mushy vegetables so much. So there's the temperature. Like I said, it was on medium the whole time after I added that water. And it's basically ready to be eaten. It's perfectly ready. So here, inshallah, we're going to I'm going to show you guys how to check if your potato, once the potato is ready, then you know your sauce is ready. So we're just going to put the spoon through the potato. There we go. Now we know that it's ready. So we can just put that aside, and inshallah we are going to move on to our muufo. So here it took about 2 hours for me for my muufo to rise. See, it has like doubled in size, mashallah. It took 2 hours. It might take a little less for you guys depending on, if where you're at is a little warm, then it all depends on the temperature. So you definitely need to moisten your hands and see it's nice and stretchy and it's not hard at all. So that's what we're looking for, inshallah. So we are just going to warm up our pan. Temperature has to be on medium. So make sure your hands are wet. Grab a piece, place it on the pan there, and dab a little bit of oil around. Cover it. The heat, when it's covered, is going to help cook the muufo better. So once it has dried at the top there, as you can see, we're gonna flip it over. It's nice and brown, so we're gonna push it, dab it a little bit, and then if you look at the edges as well, nice and dry. We're gonna cover it. We want it to brown at the bottom as well. So covering it definitely, like I said, will help. And again, can't stress enough, make sure your temperature is at medium. Do not put it on high. See, it's nice and soft. I see people that have like hard muufos, and I'm like, why is your muufo so hard? It's because they just put too much dough in there, or they put too much cornmeal, either one. So here I'll show you one more. So make sure your hands are wet. Get a piece of the muufo there, of the dough, and then tap it down, put a little bit of oil, cover it. See, it's gonna rise a bit. That's from the yeast. It's dried, and then flip it over, pat it down, cover it. That steam will help it cook a little bit. And there we go, you guys. Simple as that. No need to purchase, muufo out there. You can make your own. It is so easy to make. Mashallah, mashallah. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys make it. Leave a comment. Let me know how it turns out for you. See? Look how soft that is. Mashallah. And it looks so good. It is delicious. And there's our sauce there on the side that you could dip it in. Eat it however you like with your banana and your sauce. But anyways, thumbs up if you like it. Subscribe for those who are not. Assalamu alaikum.